Thank you very much. So many wonderful ideas. We are very thankful to Professor Grace and Professor Joan. Today, we have learned so much about this important area of science communication. And science communication's importance has never been so high as it is now. With this pandemic, certainly communication is a key area. Science communication is an important area. So we need to be inclusive. We need to make sure all stakeholders are included in while we are designing science, as the science results are being delivered. And we should be able to negotiate together, to talk to each other, to be able to understand different perspectives. And then very, very importantly, making sure science communication itself is a public good. And for that, we need scientists who understand science communication, but we also need dedicated science communicators. We need to bring science communication right from the beginning of the design of the concepts of ideas all the way to the delivery. And very importantly, maybe we need to continue to follow up. The center in Australia, Australian National Center for Public Awareness about Science, is bringing a multicultural approach, very important approach where many different perspectives are coming, and that enriches the experience, and that enriches how can we work together to solve big issues and state the facts very importantly. Professor Joan has mentioned a very important aspect that it's not science only which helps us decide on critical issues. The resolutions may have many other social and political considerations, and we need to bring the scientists to be able to understand those considerations as well. While the evidence base is very important, the resolution of the society to go to certain directions informed by science, but the final decisions may have many other considerations as well. So that's very important. And Professor Grace has given us an excellent example from Davao in Mindanao, where more than 10 years, the stakeholders have been working together. There are many volunteers who are scientists themselves. There are people from NGOs, and there are people who are politicians themselves who make decisions. There are people from the regional boards. And very importantly, the concept of sustainability science, which came from Japan Fund Interest, where we looked into the natural sciences and the social sciences, needed a lot of communication across disciplines, needed a lot of negotiation, and very importantly, it has become a public good knowledge there as well. And we need to continue to work on that. And that needs longer term effort. And the example for Davao is over a period of 17 years, and Professor Grace has ably contributed for more than 10 years. So we must have science grounded in society. It's not science only, it's science for society, science with society, and science moving forward together with society. Also, very importantly, the role of science museums, the role of demonstration. While in pandemics like COVID, we cannot touch and feel and experiment, we need to bring more virtual reality and augmented reality so that children can continue to learn and society can benefit from understanding of science, and we get rid of those myths which may be around. So that all is very important. The new UNESCO chair, which is proposed by Professor Joan's center and by herself, will focus on science communication as a public good. We look forward to working with this very important chair and the center, and also to make these links which are critical for us, all of us. Thank you for listening today. Thank you for your questions. And thank you to both excellent colleagues for promptly answering all those questions. And if there are more, we will be happy to answer in the usual way. So until our next webinar, we thank again Professor Grace and Professor Joan for giving us so many wonderful ideas. Certainly, we need to have a training program with more in-depth knowledge about science communication. All those publications mentioned, the links are provided, and you're most welcome to contact any one of us, and we will be happy to provide more information. Thank you, Professor Grace, and thank you, Professor Joan. Over to Sachi.